Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to take a moment to welcome you to the space for yet another reading. No matter what time of day it is, I'm super grateful that you have found this video. Okay, guys, today's download is wild. Yes, we are starting right out with lighting some Palo Santo for this one because this is wild. Today's date, just a side note, today is the 11th. So this is 11/11 of 24. So definitely, for those of you who are familiar with the 11/11 portal, very interesting energies today. I don't know. I just feel a lot of strong energy. The downloads have been coming in very clear, very lucid, very strong. So there's something in the energy here about things becoming more clear. Maybe you, collective, becoming more clear about things that are happening around you in your space, things that are happening in association with your soul path, with your gifts and abilities, maybe understanding some things that you did not previously understand. And now you are gaining more clarity on those areas of your journey, of your mission. So something really strong in the energy here with that. Wow. The downloads have also been very just lucid, like very clear that I'm looking through the eyes of the viewer and looking at the situation. So it's almost like sight projection. That's how it's feeling, like being projected to the sight and then viewing. So really interesting that that's happening around the time period of the 11/11 portal. And hopefully when I complete this download video, I'll be able to get this up on the same day so that those of you who really need to tap in and resonate with this energy in this reading can find it as soon as possible. So I am working on it. I'm home today. Today is Monday the 11th, and I am definitely making efforts to get a couple of downloads in today. Super windy also. So please excuse the background noise. Might be some things blowing around in the background because I have the screen door open, but let's go on ahead and dive in, guys, because this is wild. As I mentioned before, this particular download actually had to do with a masculine father figure type energy. Now, this doesn't mean that this is your father or someone you consider a father. This is the energy that this masculine energy is showing up in regards to you for whatever reason. And definitely, guys, please take the energy as it resonates. You know, please understand that when you're watching Oracle and Tarot, that definitely the responsibility is on oneself to watch responsibly, understanding that every message will not be your message. So, you know, if something is resonating, that's one thing, but if it's not, please don't make it fit. Just leave that part of the message for whomever it's for, okay? So this masculine father figure type energy wants to take you off course or intimidate you into stopping. There's something here about an energy that is not happy with what you're doing, and so they haven't been able to encourage, influence, distract you, collectives, into stopping something, whatever this is you're doing. And so they are now trying to use some sort of energies that feel intimidating or something that makes you feel hesitant to move forward, or something that, you know, maybe feels a little scary. And so you're thinking, well, maybe I'll just stop going down this path and I'll go a different path. And now, once again, this isn't to say that something that collective is doing is not beneficial, is dangerous, is unhealthy. That's not what I'm speaking about. Whomever resonates with this message is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. But there's an energy that feels threatened, basically, by what you're doing. And so they're trying to take you off course. That's basically the root of the download. So In this download, the viewer was being shown things. So whether it was imagery, ideas, concepts, emotions, whatever it is, these energies that collective was being shown were visions of things that were not true. And I really want to emphasize that. So for some of you who resonate with this message, you may have had like thoughts about things or fears that aren't based in something specific. They're just some kind of random fear-based energy that has popped up that wasn't there before or wasn't present before, and now it's there. So these things were basically being shown to the viewer to create an energy of fear, disruption, distraction, something to take them off course. So these things that were being shown were not accurate. There was images about friends, family, occurrences, and some of the imagery or some of the energy was quite intense. And it was meant to be provocative. It was meant to elicit emotion. And I really want to bring that point out because this is what this energy is now utilizing to try to manipulate things or to move things in a certain direction. They're trying to utilize the energies of fear, distraction, disillusionment, any kind of energy that puts you in an alternate mind than the one that you're presently in for whomever is resonating with this message. So if you're a person that's very focused and energy that's very in alignment with what you're doing and you're focusing in and you're noticing there's these weird energies coming in like every 5 seconds, maybe a thought that feels distracting or a belief system that's triggered that makes you feel like, why are you bothering? You should just stop. Or maybe even thoughts or imagery that just doesn't feel good, right? It's out of alignment. That's the kind of energy I'm speaking about here. So I do have some specific details on the appearance of this individual that was sending the energy. As always, I'm careful about what information I just put on social media because we never know who's watching. And this might be somebody's specific story or energy that they're dealing with. So I'm being cautious about that. I wrote rebuked and returned to sender. So definitely it might be something when you start to feel certain energies, definitely return those to sender. Because if it's just originating out of nowhere and it's not a thought that you're holding, maybe a belief system that you have, and it's just coming out of nowhere, almost like it's meant to throw you off course, return to sender. 10,000 fold may it bind, send it back, because this is definitely some energy being sent your way. Somebody's really focusing in on trying to throw you off course. So key signs and symbols. There was a lot here about fear-based energy associated with friends and family. So these would be people I'm referring to that you're actually close with, that you actually deal with regularly, communicate with. These are people that you trust, okay? And they trust you, not people that are technically family, but you don't really deal with them, you don't trust them. I'm talking about good, positive relationships, a lot of energy being thrown up to cause you to doubt or to fear that something's negative or bad is going to happen. There's a lot of that energy coming in. So let me see. Overall interpretation, basically that someone's trying to derail collectives, whomever resonates with this message, or take the viewer off course, utilizing fear and false messaging. So that's coming through really strong. And the false messaging is the effort to manipulate someone's emotions to bring them to a state of fear or distraction so they get off course. What that tells me, collectives, is that you are very, very close to achieving something, to hitting a goal, to having some amazing results, and somebody is very threatened by that, or some energies are threatened by that. And it almost gave an energy like someone, something, an energy on a timeline is in a hurry to get the viewer to stop doing something, almost like they're running out of time. And it could be, and we'll see as we pull some cards, it could be that you are doing such a good job at raising your vibration and moving through these energies that the higher your vibration gets, or the better you get at moving through these energies, the less chance or opportunity these energies have to be able to even try to send something your way or to affect you. So they really are running out of time, however you want to look at it. Like, time is up. Matter of fact, they've run out of time. But for some reason, they're still trying. So, yeah, that's the download. So what we're going to do, I also have my story cubes today. We're going to start with the story cubes, actually. And then we're going to go into the Starseed Oracle. Okay? Guys, definitely, as always, I am so grateful for all my subs with the channel. Old subs, new subs. Channel's not that old, but you are still much loved, much valued, and much appreciated. I'm so grateful that you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe if the messages are resonating, so that we can get the messages out to more people, and we can move through the icky algorithm that tries to like block this important information. We want to get the information moving, okay? Oh, goodness. Well, there goes one right there. I don't know how these are falling. That is so strange. Doesn't seem to be a hole in the bag. But maybe Spirit wanted us to look at these ones, and that's why it's important they fell. So bear with me one second, guys. I gotta do like a toe grab. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let me pull one more. Spirit says grab the, okay. Ooh, that's why I grabbed it. Okay. This is already really interesting. I can tell I'm probably going to be lighting some more sage for this one. So something here about a post office. Something about a post office. I don't know if there's something going on with your mail or something you're looking to receive in the mail. Holly. Holly, maybe the plant. Hollywood, Hollyweird, I don't know. Outsider. Some kind of outsider here. Some kind of outsider. That's interesting. Kind. Maybe some kind of outsider that has to do with the post office. Or maybe somebody's name is Holly. Is your name Holly? Your first name Holly? Your last name Holly? I don't know. Some kind of outsider, or maybe there's an outsider named Holly that has something to do with the post office. That is really interesting. We're going to pull some cards to get some more clarity on this, because that's actually pretty wild that those came out. And the three of these cubes, the story cubes, literally just like jumped out the bag and hit the floor. So definitely we were meant to pull them. Looks like we're going to angel messages first. I thought it was going to be Starseed, but evidently not. Spirit, can you please tell us more about what's happening with today's download and why these particular story cubes came out? It's interesting. And definitely just removing any energies that are low vibrational or meant to block and resist. These must leave the space immediately and return to sender. Only energies of the highest vibration associated with love and light may remain, including my spirit team, and so it is. Let's see what we have here. Let me just give the deck a shuffle this way, just to see, make sure everything is shuffled in nicely. Guys, I hope that you are having an amazing Monday. nothing else, I hope your week is off to a good start. Maybe a productive start, even if it isn't the most fun start. If it's productive, it feels a lot better than when it's not. If it hasn't been productive, think of some ways where you can tap in to some self-care, or maybe set a goal for today, something to get accomplished, so that way you can feel good stepping into the week. Okay, messages for the collective, Spirit. I had to turn my meditation music all the way down because, oops, there we go. Because I don't want to get flagged. Really sensitive about that. Not me, the algorithm is. Okay, first cards out, we have manifest. I have everything I need. The angels remind you that by filling our subconscious with thoughts and images of what you really want, and by speaking positively about these things, you will bring them into your real life and manifest your yes. Why did I see eyes? Something that you're seeing. Wow, look at this. This guide is on fire. I'm hearing Alicia Keys, this girl is on fire. Wow, more fire energy. Maybe you're a fire sign. Maybe you're a Leo. And then we have courage. My bravery increases with each step in the right direction. The angels remind you that you become more confident and courageous by facing your fears daily. Each time that you face fear, it slowly begins to wither away. And as a result, you start to grow into the courageous person you're meant to become. Do you see the fire on her wings? Look at that. This girl is on fire. Maybe it's a feminine energy here that's on fire, or full of fire and passion about something. And this is creating an energy that's drawing in. So whomever resonates with this, and you could be a female or you could be someone who operates primarily out of your feminine energy. Okay, so take the energy as it resonates. Ooh, confirmation. Wow. Leaving. Look at that, leaving. This one, I'm happy to be free of the problems of the past and welcome new experiences. When we get into a rut, when we find ourselves going down the same worn out path, when life seems to be passing us, we need to have the courage to leave things and people which no longer serve us behind. Let the angels guide you to a new beginning. Interesting. Somebody's being guided away from something. Somebody is utilizing their passion. They've really stepped into their passion and their fire. Or they could be a fire sign. Has stepped into their passion, and because of this, they're manifesting something. Like now. Which explains why in the download, the energy was very vigorous about trying to throw whomever you are off track, because this is like really powerful energy you've stepped into. This is something perhaps new for you. Maybe you kind of left a loophole or a space in the past to be manipulated by energies like these, where you were easily thrown off path. It's like you've ignited like the phoenix. Wow, what is this? Okay, sorry guys. It's like you've ignited like the phoenix. This is amazing, because whatever you've done here to raise your vibration and move into this new phase, you have really become a courageous person. Like the fear that you used to have about this kind of manipulation has left you. And this might also be why these energies are trying to like step it up quickly, because you're basically out of reach. They're not able to reach you with this energy any longer. Something is leaving. This father figure, masculine energy, might be somebody, for some of you who this resonates with, who know a person from your past that had that energy. Maybe like an older mentor or an uncle, or I don't know, somebody that you ran into in your past that is viewed by others, or maybe at one point was viewed by you as a father figure. That's totally possible. And then for some of you, you may or may not know this person, but there's definitely an energy that's leaving. You've left behind some things too, or in the process of doing that as well. Things that don't serve you, that tend to drag down your vibration, you've walked away from those things. But there's, with this reading here and the way these cards came out, I'm really picking up a strong energy that because of what you've done here with your vibration and growing energetically in the way that you have, you are manifesting like crazy. And there's an energy that used to be able to attach to you that has left or is leaving. Like, they're really not able to, they're not able to reach you anymore for whatever reason. Any other messages for the collective out of this deck? Ooh, okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have the Trust card. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. Yeah, see, this is the energy. This is the energy that you are all in. Regardless of the outcome, you understand that you're taken care of. And this also lets me know that you're really trusting in your guides, your spirit team at this time. That's another reason why you're untouchable, because you're getting intuitive direction from your guides, and you're tapped in with your higher self and your purpose. It's like a deadly duo. Nobody can bust through it with illusion. It says the angels ask you not to worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you will get exactly what you need. Yeah, you're being encouraged to focus on what you're focusing on and step back from trying to fix something. It's not something you need to do. Whatever this energy is, it's leaving. It's not going to stay. So you're actually good, but you just need to focus on, you know, your passion, your fire, manifesting, doing the work that you're doing, whatever this is. For some of you, it's a project. For some of you, it's a goal. For some of you, it has to do with you really stepping onto your spiritual path. It's different things depending on who is listening to this message. Wow, these just jumped out. But definitely you're being encouraged to just focus on that. See, I was going to grab the inner child deck. That's interesting. Fairy wings, inner child. Something here that this energy is trying to pull on from your childhood. Some sort of early life experience or trauma. Fairy wings. My inner child is happy and carefree. That's part of why this fire is here with you. Something you've healed through, and they might be trying to, energies that might be trying to utilize manipulative thoughts, energies, ideas, imagery to pull you back into some sort of past trauma loop or cycle that you were previously in. Do you ever feel like a lost child, wandering aimlessly throughout life? Do you feel you've forgotten how to be truly happy and carefree? The angels ask you to play, have fun, and let go of the adult seriousness you have been carrying around. Yeah, see, you let go of something. That's why this is leaving. Can't hold on any longer. It could even be a masculine father figure energy in your family that was able to, you know, manipulate or tell you how they felt you should live your life, or oops, goodness, getting wild with the hands. How you should live your life, whatever. It's some sort of controlling, manipulative energy that is no longer able to do that. Then this is going to come through different for different collective members. And then we have anxiety. Maybe perhaps you were a person that really struggled with anxiety. I don't pick up that anxiety is running you now. Even if you deal with it, you've been able to move through anxiety in order to move into this new stage of your life. I inhale peace and exhale worry. The angels come to comfort you and to remind you that you're not alone and that assistance is accessible to you if you need it. Take it as a message that you need to make some time for yourself to unwind and concentrate on self care. Let go of what you cannot change. Yeah. This ties into the other card that was speaking about not trying to control things, like letting things be and letting your team, your spirit team, your guides handle the matter. Like, stop trying to put your hands in it. This is the second card. That's confirmation, confirmation. That's not something you're supposed to be messing with. You're supposed to just leave that to your spirit team, and you are supposed to focus on what you're doing. You know, now that I'm looking at the cubes again, guys, I just glanced over at the cubes. I see that there's a kind outsider named Holly that works for the post office. Just the order that I placed the cubes. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if this message resonates. Definitely put something in the chat, or you can email me. My email's in the description box. Definitely don't put your name in personal information on the chat. But, you know, if this resonates, definitely, I would love to hear who this is for. A kind outsider named Holly that works for the post office, or something having to do with Holly in the post office and a kind outsider. That is really interesting that I just looked up and saw that. Wow. Once again, you know, the message is a collective message. This is not a personal reading. So if you happen to be, you know, really directly associated with this portion of the message, and take the part that resonates. Definitely, there might be other parts of the message that are for other members of the collectives. But that is really interesting because that seems very specific, like super specific. Okay, let's look at the sacred soul messages. See what's here. Spirit messages for the collectives from the sacred soul messages. Help us to get some clarity on this. So far we understand there's somebody from either somebody's past, whether they were well known or not, that was like a father figure type energy that is anxious or disturbed about a path that you're on and is trying to distract or discourage you from being on that path. And guys, just a side note, you know, when we talk about people who like practice low vibrational energy work, or, you know, spells, witchcraft, or whatever, it isn't always that a person understands fully that what they're doing equates to that. They may just be really heavily focusing their energies on you, or maybe really trying to deter you from doing something. And you're feeling, because you are an energy worker, you are feeling the intensity of that energy. And it's surfacing in your experience in certain ways. So there's lots of ways that people can participate in energy work, whether knowingly, unknowingly, or in ignorance. And this is why we have to talk about topics like this, because unless you know, you don't know. So, and this goes for people in the collectives who are just now understanding that these things really happen in this way. Or this also goes for people who maybe are not energy-based people. They're like religious people or whatever. And they think that what they're doing, you know, when they pray or really focus their attention on something or light a candle about something, that they're just, you know, doing a religious ritual or practice. But in fact, they are participating in energy work. And this energy work has an effect in the field. They're actually sending out energy. The issue and the problem with that is, if you are sending out what equates to toxic or negative or low vibrational energy, and you don't understand universal principles, what you're not getting is that that energy is going to come back to you. Anything we send out is going to come back. So in some form. So it may not come back exactly the way we sent it out, but it's coming back. So if we're engaging in practices unknowingly, or we're focusing negative energy on someone, and then we're noticing things that's going horribly wrong in our life, it's time to really pay attention to like what we're doing. And this is not to create paranoia, like, oh, if I have bad things happening in my life, I'm probably messing up and sending bad energy work. No, you know who you are if you're a person that is utilizing rituals or processes to send negative energy work at somebody. You know exactly who you are, and you know that you're doing it. I'm talking about people who knowingly send this crap out, and then they're just like horrified when it comes back. And that is because they do not understand universal principles. A person that understands that knows better than to do that, because they know they're going to see that energy back more than likely in this incarnation before they leave here. It's coming back. So just a little side note here for people who practice, different types of ritual, magic, different things like that, being mindful about what kind of energy you're sending out. And if you don't understand, do some research into universal principles so you can understand more about the topic before you engage with it, okay? And that goes for paying people to do services like that. That's a no-no. It's going to be the same thing. That energy's coming back to you and them potentially. It's coming back. You can't hide the root or source of where something is coming from source. They're the originator of that principal energy. So when you do those things, you can't conceal the source. This isn't it's not like you're money laundering or whatever. It's not that. It's energy, and energy is fluid. So definitely do some research on that. And if you're sending energies like this out, any of you who may potentially see this video, please stop immediately, because it's not healthy for you. It's going to come back your way, and you're doing something toxic in the field to another person. If you have an issue, you should go and communicate with them if they want to talk with you. If they don't, leave them alone. That's it. I don't know. I just felt really compelled to say that, just in case there's somebody who sees this video who's actually engaging in this. So the first message out of the Sacred Soul messages: to praise the sun is to praise your own eyes. Seeing clearly, gratitude, happy with your life. Yeah, you guys have gotten some clarity about that. This is like the sun card. And remember I said earlier, like eyes, seeing something really popped out to me. There's something here that you are seeing, that you are aware of, that has allowed you to move into this new energetic space where you're now manifesting and overcoming these fear-based energies. This is why this other energy is leaving. That's wild. Yeah. And whatever it was related to, your childhood, or whatever it was you went through, you are in a state of trust. Regardless of the outcome, you are feeling cared for by your spirit team. You have released anxieties, and you're focusing on being happy right now, right? Really working with your inner child, which is super important. Because your happiness now matters, not just later after all the work is done. It's part of the work. It's learning how to be happy now. Super important. Ooh, let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, why be unhappy when your soul is in full bloom? Look at this. What was I just talking about? And then Spirit popped this card up. Why be unhappy when your soul is in full bloom? Health, spiritual growth, choosing happiness. That is what you've done. You've made a choice to make these changes. You could have chosen to go the other route, which would have made you more susceptible to this energy. That's why they can't touch you. It's the choices you made. I know you're tired, but come. This is the way. Rumi, let's go. Renewal, keep going. Your path is revealed. So you're being encouraged. Listen, there's the lantern. It's lighting the way. You're being encouraged. This is the way. Let's go. Keep it moving. Set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Kindred spirits, passion, follow your heart. Look at that hot pepper. You guys are a spicy hot pepper right now. That energy is on fire. And you're being encouraged to seek others who fan those flames, not who blow them out. Whatever this energy is, doesn't like the fact that you're on fire, that you're passionate, that you are hot and ready to go for whatever it is that you are working on that's in alignment with your soul path. They do not like that. It's a threat to them. You're being encouraged to release energies like that and allow yourself to find and meet energies that fan those flames and help ignite that fire. Look at this, more fire. Somebody is definitely a fire sign here. Whoa. That was a strong confirmation. I had the strongest, heaviest ringing in my left ear. Guys, somebody's a fire sign here. Wow. And these are the lanterns, the ancient lanterns, the oil lanterns. So this one says, be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming. This too shall pass. Your future is bright. Something that collectives who is this message resonates with, something that you are dealing with right now is about to come to pass. It's going to end. This energy, like I mentioned earlier, it's leaving. You can see you have 2 oil lamps. Could be that somebody is coming really soon to help bring clarity to what you've been dealing with. But whatever the case, you're being encouraged to let your spirit team and your guides handle it. And you are supposed to keep your fire lit, tap into your inner child, do the things that light your fire, and stay active with that. Because you are definitely burning up like the phoenix. That's what I'm picking up here. Wow. This is really strong energy, guys. I mean, wow. Let's grab clarifying. Messages for the collectives out of the clarifying deck. Oh, this one wanted to pop. Let's see if it pops up again after I shuffle. It'll be easier for me to tell what's going on here. Okay, Spirit. Messages for the collectives out of the sacred or the clarifying life situations deck. What do we need to clarify for collectives in this download here? Somebody's got some help coming because this kind outsider, and this came up in another video. This came up, I think, in the previous reading just before this one. Oops. If you haven't seen it, please do go back and see it, okay? This one hit the floor. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Look at this. Steady as you go. The clown is in reverse. Somebody was being manipulated and controlled. Look at the clown is on strings, like a marionette. It's some clownish energy. And it could even be that this energy coming at you, they don't even know it. They're kind of being controlled. They're being manipulated. And they're busy trying to manipulate someone else. They need to focus on themselves. But you're being encouraged to just stay steady. Navigate with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. So you're getting the support you need from your spirit team, and you're being encouraged to just focus on what you need to focus on. Don't get distracted. Keep moving consistently. That's what I see when I see steady as you go. Just maintaining your balance. Take some steps, pause, get your balance good. Take some steps, pause. It's not about running the race the quickest. It's about finishing strong. That's what it's about. Dreamweaver. Dreaming and imagining bring your powerful vision into reality. Yeah, whomever resonates with this message, I feel like a strong energy. At least some of the collectives here are like either a fire sign or a Leo, and somebody that gets a lot of downloads and messages through like dreams and imagery. And this might even have something to do with whatever it is you're working on. Maybe you're getting some universal inspiration here, and you're bringing things into reality. This also talks about your ability to manifest. Like we talked about earlier, you're someone who is a strong manifester due to the energy state that you're in. That's really powerful. But you're being encouraged to just keep moving because it's happening. Yeah. What do we have here? Yeah, transform and rise. You're in a heavy transformation right now. You're doing phenomenal right now, whether you see it or not. Because this is exactly how this energy sees it. They're like, oh, they're doing really good. Like, I really got to get to work. It's not going to work. But you're getting ready to go through a transformation that you couldn't even imagine. It's going to blow your mind. It's something you haven't even thought of yet. Your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. See, what we're talking about here is evolution. And you'll see we have a mirroring image here. This is kind of giving me past, present, future. You know, where you were and looking at that and understanding, you know, why you were having challenges and how you were able to break through those walls and move forward. You did all of that. Your spirit team assisted you, but you did the work. This was you. Nobody did this for you. Nobody handed this to you. You don't have to feel ashamed, guilty, or like undeserving of anything that you receive, because some big stuff is coming. And some people might try to make you feel guilty, you know, like it was just luck or something was just thrown at you. No, it wasn't. You have earned it because of the work you've put in. This is one of those rare instances where hard work actually equal the result of equal or more value. Rare in this life because of systemic processes. They're set up to keep that from happening. But this is not systemic. This is universal. So this it doesn't even overpower. It's over it. It's outside of systemic. This is universal principles and universal energy. So somebody here has really understood how to work with universal principles to help themselves to heal and to move themselves along. Somebody has done some phenomenal work with law of attraction. That's how I want to say that. And that's a powerful tool. You can learn how to use law of attraction. That's super powerful. These energies out here that do this crap to the collectives and the populace, they understand law of attraction to an extent, but they are disacknowledging other parts of it that cause them to end up in trouble when they send these messed up energies out. So they want to look at one part and use it and separate it from the rest of it, and that's not how the law works. It's all fluid. It just is what it is. It's a mirroring energetically for whatever you're putting out. You know, this is what's coming back. We've all dealt with it. The collectives have dealt with it. Every time the collectives make a mistake, I mean, that boom, that energy is back like immediately. And you know, like, oh, yeah, that's probably due to me doing fill in the blank. For some reason, these other energies don't want to acknowledge that they are also like susceptible to the law of attraction as well, just like the collectives are. I think it's because they've been able to avoid it to some extent, but that time is over. When people are awakened and in a state of knowledge, they no longer give permission to certain energies to override them and manipulate them. They've cut that permission. And so these energies can no longer interact with you in that way. Desert of isolation. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you're focusing on right now. This card says traverse the desolate spaces of solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. What? Look at this here. Didn't we just talk about mirroring and reflections? Transformation and rise. This is not the isolation that somebody tried to put you in. This is the isolation that you put yourself in. So you can work with these new gifts and these new energies. It's a transformation. So if you find that you're feeling more comfortable with being in a state of solitude at times, go with it. If you want to read, study, research, work on whatever projects you're working on that's part of this soul path journey, you're being encouraged to take that time to tap in with that form of isolation, because this is the kind that actually brings about positive results. Wow. Other messages for collectives? They're like coming out in clumps. It's so interesting. Let's see. True intentions. Stay authentic and aligned. Trusting your inner wisdom to guide you toward genuine fulfillment. I don't even think I need to say anything about that. Definitely, whomever resonates with this message, that is your focus. You are an energy that focuses on feeling good when you're authentic. When you have to be inauthentic, or you feel like you need to be inauthentic, because you don't have to be, but you feel a strong energy like you have to do that to fit in or something, you don't feel good. Whomever this message resonates with. Trust the process, embrace uncertainty, have faith in the journey unfolding before you. Trust the process. So there might be time periods where things feel like they're moving slower, or maybe you're not getting the results you want. Continue to be consistent. Do the work, slow and steady. You're going to build it right, and it's going to have longevity for you. Wow, lots of win today. Crystal of clarity, yeah. You're going to gain more clarity as you focus on engaging with your soul path in this way. You're going to be more clear on the energies that were problematic from your past. You're going to get information on how to move forward. You're going to illuminate your path with insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. All of this clarity is going to help you to feel more comfortable and more confident with what you're doing. And it's also going to add to your joy because you're going to know where you need to place your foot on the path. There's a new transformative energy that is coming in that is beyond anything that you dreamed of or thought about, okay? It's outside of that bracket because you've never been exposed to something like this. This energy here knows it. The one that's leaving, they know it. For some reason, they're fearful of you hitting that stride. They're like, once they hit that stride, they're gone. I can't catch up. So I don't know if this is an energy that wants to try to hold you back for themselves and just like siphon your energy or what. But guys, you've got to put whatever you got in your hands down and bust a move. Like you got to run. That's where you're at right now. This is not sit still and daydream time. Like if you're not active fully, get active because that's what time it is. You're about to be shown more clarity on what you need to do. Wow. That's good for this deck. We're going to close out with an oracle card here. Let's do Green Witch's Oracle. This is an amazing deck, just side note. It's one of my favorite decks, honestly. It's great. I love the artwork. Kind of has like, looks like folk artwork. Folky artwork. Let's see. Let's give this a shuffle. And let's see what we have for our closing energy. Yeah, you guys are just being told to focus. This energy can't stop you. You've hit your stride, but you're being encouraged to stay focused and stay consistent. This is how you're keeping your vibration up. And also really tapping into taking time out for self-care, having fun, tapping into your inner child, study, research on whatever this is you're doing. Cards are shuffling funny. That's interesting. If you're running into challenging energies, guys, please know that your spirit team is giving you support here in those areas, and they're asking you to not focus on these energies, but they're asking you to just focus on the task at hand and let them handle that. You know, there's things happening here in the energy that you're not even aware of, evidently. So there's some things that are challenging. You're just like, why is that so challenging? What is this? Why do I feel like there's a wall there? Just keep going because it's leaving. That energy, that resistive energy is leaving. And that might be why, too, you know how sometimes they say it gets a little worse before it gets better. That might be why some of those energies have increased, because whatever this energy is can tell that you're about to hit your second win and there'll be no catching up. It's a wrap, which is exactly what's going to happen. It's a wrap for this energy anyways. And they kind of know it is what I'm picking up on, but they're, for some reason, they just keep going. I don't know. I guess they don't have anything else to do here. Messages for the collectives, please, Spirit. a card or two. Maybe a card. Okay, we're going to cut the deck. Card on the bottom. Okay, cup of tea. We definitely had some tea today, didn't we? Patience and reassessment. Look at this. You're being encouraged to be patient. And definitely when you start to feel like, oh, things aren't moving quick enough, things aren't happening, why aren't I getting these results? You're being encouraged to reassess feelings like that. Don't stay stuck in feelings like that. That's this energy that wants to distract you or create fear or make you feel like, you know, it's taking too long, you might as well give up, whatever that energy is. You're being encouraged to, you know, be patient in the energy. Sip your tea. Don't gulp it. Okay. Let me go on ahead and read the guide for the Green Witch's Oracle on that one. And that's for the cup of tea. Oh, let's see. I could go for a cup of tea right now. That sounds great, actually. Let's see. Cup of tea. There's been some really good ones out of this book here recently. It's interesting. Oh, here we go. We can just look at this here. That'll be easier. Cup of tea. Cauldron. Okay. That's interesting because it doesn't have, even though it has the guide, it doesn't have the thing for the, here it is, cup of tea. Okay, patience and reassessment. So the card meaning is a cup of tea provides you with a moment of quiet. Savor the process and stay present. This brewing takes time, just as a tricky situation takes time to develop. A quick reaction may not be the way to go. Have patience and let things ripen. Just as an infusion of herbs takes time to come to full potency, magical work rarely produces instantaneous results. Okay, magical work, manifestation, that is a form of magic. Most certainly, because it's a universal principle, or it's based on universal principles. Wow. Remember, a watched pot never boils. Let it do its work in its own time and trust your process. Use the time to reflect on the situation and how you feel about it and reassess your perspective. What did I say? The cup of tea card reminds you that perhaps all is not as it seems. What did I say? There's some things here you don't even know is happening. Your spirit team, you might be thinking, oh man, you know, this and this happened. How could my spirit team let that get through? Listen, whomever this resonates with, you are being protected and guided through so many different areas at once, you don't even know what you're being protected from or how you're being guided through something. Work with the process, slow and steady. Reflection. Are there lessons you can learn from a difficult situation that you haven't considered yet? What were we talking about here? Definitely whoever resonates with this message has been through something very difficult. And it might have something to do with this energy here. Either because you knew them or this energy has been in your energy for a long time. But this energy is leaving. They will not be able to do what they've been doing. That's the end of it. And it's because you have chosen. Wow, confirmation. Somebody is blowing the horn like beep, 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 like yes, yes, yes. So you have chosen to get off that other path that you were on and to get on this path. Nobody chose that for you. Your spirit team didn't, your friends didn't, your family did. You did. And because of that, you are now having the results because you've been consistent about the work. Keep going. Keep your consistency going. You're about to see something amazing coming through. So, guys, that is the reading for today. What a phenomenal reading. And the energies here are just like really big energy. So, sending encouragement and energetic support to whomever resonated with today's message. Definitely support and protection to whomever resonated with today's message. And just thanking you all so much for being here with me for another reading. Once again, please like, share, subscribe so we can get the messages out to more people and grow the channel. And thank you so much for being here with me for this particular reading. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel, and I definitely look forward to being with you in the next reading. Love and light, guys.